Welcome to Nate Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hey, watch as long as you can. Hey, watch as long as you can. But this is just a surprise live right now. This is a surprise live, just something off the moment that I kind of want to vent about some things, talk about some things. But hey, if you're a new viewer to this, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. And I know it's early in the day, so many people might not come on, or people may not come on. But if you end up watching this, I just want to talk about some of the transfer portal talk, and my thoughts on the quarterback situation. Hey, my Cash App is up there on the screen. If you want to support the channel, hey, they help me out with some things that I'm trying to do with the channel. Hey, feel free to. If not, hey, love you anyway. But let's get into. We're gonna talk about the transfer portal right now, and I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm not gonna be on long, but the transfer portal talk. We just had 3 people enter the transfer portal: Traquan Fagans and Jacquees Robinson. Both of those kids was highly rated coming out of high school. Top players from their state, where they came from, respectable states, whatever. But what I realized about this, that our secondary is taking a big time hit right now on depth. But I get it in the day and age we in. I get it right now that if you feel like you can't get the opportunity in Alabama, you feel like you can go somewhere else and get your opportunity, go get your opportunity. I ain't mad at you. I hope you succeed and be great wherever you at. I hope it works out for you wherever you at. And, hey, go ball out wherever you at. But the main thought I had today was I want to talk about this quarterback situation. I want y'all to hear me out. This is what I want to vent about. Like, I'm going to tell you, I've been hearing everything. I've been hearing it's 50-50. It's real close in who can win the job. I heard Ty Simpson winning the job. I also heard Jalen Milroe winning the job. I also heard that people think that Nick Saban should go into the transfer portal and say that Nick Saban is thinking about transfer portal. What I'm saying is we need as a fan base, I'm gonna say we need to support whoever wins the job. As an Alabama fan, look, whoever can do the best job, hey, this is who I want to win. Because in the end, it doesn't matter to me as an Alabama fan who wins this job. And it's really getting weird to me outside of, like, far as a fan base, because I read in comments all over other YouTube channels and their comment section, and I'm hearing the fan base. This thing is almost feels like a presidential race. It feels like we're about to vote Democrat, Republican because of how everybody feels at the moment about this quarterback situation. It's really funny because you got one group of people that wants Miro to win the job. Then the other group is like, why are you trying to hype up the narrative for Miro to win the job? Then you got the other group that wants Ty Simpson to win the job. Then you got the other group asking, why do you want Ty Simpson to win the job? Why are you trying to hype up that narrative? Like, it's really weird, Then you got another small group that says they'd rather go into the portal and get a quarterback. Well, I'm going to tell you now, if we go into the portal at this time of the year, is there a quarterback? Well, do you think that would really be a quarterback worth anything in a portal that will come to Alabama? And I'm just telling you, I feel like that'd be a major setback if we did go into the portal and get a quarterback. Because now he got to come in and learn this Alabama playbook. He got to try to win over the locker room versus people that's already doing this work. This quarterback battle, I feel like they're going to get judged unfairly because we think about Tua Tagovailoa, Matt Jones, and Bryce Young. We think about those guys, and we're gonna judge them based off of their performance. Those guys might not be that type of quarterback. But if you go back in early Saban years, if you just go back in Alabama days period, we didn't have those explosive type of quarterbacks to win. And I know the game changed, but hey, if you apply the right system around that quarterback, whatever quarterback you choose, and they buy into it, it'll work. It will work. I'm telling you, it will work. So I know we have gotten spoiled on the big explosive plays downfield and all that, but hey, whatever Tommy Reese installs this offense, I think he will mold it, create it around whatever quarterback we decide to go with. So, guys, as a fan base, let's be one on this thing. Let's be one on this. Let's be together on this thing, because it seemed like, and I may be wrong, but it seemed like we kind of being divided a little bit. The energy feels like if one person wins the job, we'll be mad. And it's crazy because me, as a real Alabama fan, diehard Alabama fan, whoever wins this job, I'm going to be happy for. I just want them to lead us to success, whoever it is. Okay, my honest opinion, I would like Miro to win the job, because if he does correct them turnover issues, if he does correct the passing issues, think about when he uses his legs, that'll be something like no other, like with the speed and the power that he has. So you think about a dude that can throw the ball, protect the ball, and if he gets in trouble, he can use his legs. With the explosive speed that he has, that'll be awesome. That'll be off the chain, honestly. But Ty Simpson can do the same thing. But I just know Miro is more fast and explosive. Miro is like one of the fastest people on the team. But if Ty Simpson wins the job, I think he has a higher ceiling at passing the ball. Like, what I'm overall trying to say is, with the rumors, all the rumors, I can't believe nothing no more, because all the rumors are inconsistent. I've named 4 different things that I heard. So now I can't take none of that with a grain of salt. I can't take none of it with a grain of salt. All I have is what the players are saying about the quarterbacks, what the coaching staff is saying about the quarterbacks. Yes, I know we heard over this last scrimmage that we heard that it was some up and down moments. It was some turnovers. It's practice, guys. It's practice. This is where you want the turnovers to happen at. This is when you want to get all this stuff. This is when you can work the kinks out. It's early. It's early. These things are going to happen. We are not going to hear about a flawless day from the quarterbacks. We're not going to hear that. Then you got to think about they're scrimmaging against some of the best athletes in the country. Some of the top athletes in the country are on this team, are on the defense. So you got to think about that too. If a quarterback has a bad day, it might be just because the defense is that good. And I've been hearing that the defense is good. You know, our offensive line, I've been hearing they've been doing well. Running back room, I heard it doesn't matter who steps in the backfield this year. Wide receivers, I'm hearing good things about wide receivers. So tight ends, I'm hearing good things about them. So I believe our quarterback situation is okay, regardless of who wins this job. They will lead Alabama to success this year. And I'm saying, as a fan base, guys, we got to be together. We got to root for whoever wins the job. Because I know me, it doesn't matter who wins this job. I'm still going to be an Alabama fan at the end of the day. I'm not going to turn my back on the Alabama Crimson Tide, not me. I'm not cut like that, man. Been an Alabama fan since a little boy, before grade school. So I'm here as a Bama fan to root for whoever wins this job. Hey, so I'm gonna bring up now. Who do you think possibly can win this 8A MVP? Because the last so many years have been an offensive player. What offensive player do you think can win that 8A MVP? It's crazy because I think it's gonna be a lot of people. I think Justin Hayes gonna win it. I think Isaiah Bond gonna come out and be be something special. Malik Benson, I think he can be something special. Uh, what I heard about, they said about Isaiah Bond. They say Isaiah Bond reminds them of Debo Samuel. If y'all see what Debo Samuel does for the 49ers, if you remember what he did at South Carolina, Debo Samuel was a dog. And I hope Isaiah Bond is something like that because Isaiah Bond can, Debo Samuel, he can get out of the backfield. He can catch a pass. Dude is tough. But one of the main guys I want to see in the 8A game is Elijah Pritchett. Elijah Pritchett. I want to see what this offensive line look like. I want to see, can our defense penetrate this offensive line? Defensive line, can they penetrate this offensive line? I want to see our linebacker play step up as well. I want to see guys flying across the field with confidence. I want to see them flying across the field with confidence, look like they know what they're doing. Now, don't get me wrong, in this 8A game, it's going to be a simple defense. We're not going to do all that switching up. It's going to be a simple defense. This is what we always do. We don't try to do all that, give different looks. We keep it simple. Christian Story. Hey, you go back and look at some of his couple 8A games, last Pappers couple 8A games. Dude been balling out. Man. Can he take the leap forward and crack that rotation at the safety position in his last year and get some quasi playing time this season? Don't know. Let's see. Caleb Downs. Let's see what Caleb Downs is going to do. But the guys that are recovering from an injury or surgery or something like that, I want to see them guys look like they can take control of the offense if need to. I want to see those guys step up big time. James Smith is somebody to look up to. I really wonder, can this season 8-day game, can we actually get a defensive MVP? Don't know. Let me know in the comments if y'all think we can actually get a defensive MVP, because that would be interesting. And let me know in the comments who y'all think will be the offensive MVP as well. But we have a lot of visitors coming to the campus of Tuscaloosa as well. Let me pull it up on my phone. I got to pull it up. Some of the players that are coming, some good athletes are coming too. Some dogs are coming too. And I was excited to see. I'm about to pull it up right now. So we got 2023 signees coming to visit Tuscaloosa. Keon Keeley, Yazi Pierre, and Connor Tality. That they have signed already, but they will be at the end of the game. I see 3 in the comments. Y'all give me a roll tide, go dogs, whoever y'all is. Let me know. Let me know what's up. Then 2004 commits that will be in Tuscaloosa on Saturday is Julian Sayin, 5-star Julian quarterback Julian Sayin, 5-star cornerback Jalen Mbakwe, and 5-star wide receiver Perry Thomas. He will be in Tuscaloosa as well Saturday. Them do some dogs too, man. Them do some dogs. Then you got those are the commits. So the 2004 visitors who are considering Alabama. Brock, what's good, Brock? What's good? So the 2004 visitors who are considering Alabama, who has Alabama on their radar, is 5-star linebacker DeMarcus Reddick from Alabama, 5-star edge Jordan Ross from Alabama, offensive lineman Jordan Seaton from Florida. Then you got Jaden Riddell, tight end. Hey, I like that dude, man. I like that dude. I hope we can pull him in. Then you got Daniel Calhoun from Georgia, offensive tackle. Zaquan Peterson from Florida. He's a safety. 4-star defensive line. Cameron Beavers. He's going to be in. He's from Mississippi. Then you got 2005 commits. He's that are committed in the 2005 class that'll be there is 5-star wide receiver Ryan Williams. Blake, yes. Oh, okay. Yaz Pierre, Justice Hayes. Okay, that's fire. That's who you think will be can possibly be an MVP? Because Yazi Pierre is not on campus yet. But he will be on campus though. He will be at the game though. But we got 5-star, 2005 5-star wide receiver Ryan Williams, who will be at the game. Then you got 4-star offensive line Mason Short. That's the dog too. He'll be at the game Saturday. Then you got Dontrell Glover, 4-star offensive tackle. He will be there as a visitor. As a commit at the game Saturday. 2025 visitors, 2025 players who are considering Alabama will be 5-star offensive tackle David Sanders from North Carolina. 5-star linebacker Zayden Walker from Georgia. Roll Tide, Blake, Roll Tide. Malik Benson going to pop off in 80. I agree with that. Bro, I agree with that. I believe he gonna win the MVP as well too. So then you got 5-star quarterback Devin Sanchez from Texas. 5-star linebacker Jadon. I can't pronounce that last name. Perlodi from Georgia. Then you got 5-star safety and Quan Fagans. Y'all know who that is. Quan Fagans' brother. And Quan Fagans, his 5-star safety from Alabama, out of Alabama. Jonte Gilbert, 5-star safety from Georgia. Jared Smith, 4-star from Alabama. Then you got Amari Adams, 4-star D-line, South Carolina. Then you got London Merritt, 4-star out of Georgia. So those are all the guys who will be on campus. So those are some dogs, man. Like we did a recruit show other day. We talked about some of these dudes the last week or so too on the recruiting show. So, I'm expecting a lot of things. And I'm expecting to see a lot of things. I hope a lot of people grow up. But one guy that I hope does well is Kendra Blackshire. I hope he does well. We need everyone to have a MVP day, ready to see the rushing attack. Yes, sir. Because the reason why I'm ready to see this rushing attack, Blake, is because we got a good rushing attack. That means we got a good offensive line. Roll Tide, baby. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm on my lunch break doing this, guys. So I'm on my lunch break. As y'all see the background, y'all see what I got going on. So I'm on my lunch break doing this. But yeah, if we see a good run attack, that means we got a good offensive line, man. So I'm excited to see that. Hey, this early in the day, I got 5 in the chat. Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for giving me a little time out y'all day today, because I'm giving y'all a little time. And hey, tonight on CTS Sports Room as well too. We're going live. We're gonna have our Tennessee guy. We're gonna have my Tennessee guy. Bobby, what's going on? Nick Saban Sports Talk. Yes, sir. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. I was giving my thoughts earlier. I don't think nobody was in earlier when I was giving my thoughts on the quarterback battle. I was just saying that it feels real weird as a fan base. It feels real political right now. It feels like we're voting for a president. And I'm here. I done heard that. What I have heard that Miro is winning the job. I heard Ty Simpson is winning the job. I heard that neck and neck. I heard that Nick Saban shit going to the transfer portal. I done heard so much stuff, and all I was saying is, at this point, I'm not buying into none of it because of I done heard 4 different things, probably 5. I just probably can't think of the other one. So now at this point, to me, it seems inconsistent. So now all I can go off of are what the players are saying about, the quarterbacks and what Coach Saban is saying about the quarterbacks. And all I was saying is, I know last week we heard about turnovers and stuff, but it's practice and stuff. What I'm saying about the quarterback. So turnovers and stuff is in practice. This when you want this stuff to happen. Yeah, exactly, bro. I don't know what to believe no more. So now I'm just I hear all the rumors and stuff and it's interesting to listen to, but now I just don't take none of it for a grain of salt because of listen, if Saban felt like it was a quarterback issue, he would have been addressed it. This is what I feel like. He would have been addressed it in some way. And what I mean address it, not necessarily saying it to the public, but if he felt like he needed a quarterback out the portal, he'd have went to the quarterback. He would have went to the portal and got a quarterback if he felt like he needed that. But I feel like our quarterbacking situation is okay. This is my thoughts. This is my opinion. Just like everybody else's opinion outside of Alabama staff, my opinion doesn't matter. But I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. But I just feel like as a fan base, we need to come together for whatever quarterback wins. And one thing that I forgot who was on the interview the other day. I think it was Tyler Booker. I think he was saying that one of the things he noticed about the quarterback position is that they're competing. They're not competing against each other, but they're competing to get better. And that's what we all as a fan base should want them to compete to get better. And one thing I hope that they take out of what happened in the past at Alabama, it was the Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts situation. When Jalen Hurts got benched, it was an easy situation for him to sit back and he could have pouted. He could have hopped in the transfer portal immediately. It was an easy situation for most people to do. But you know what he did? He took it for a learning lesson. He sat there up on the Sarkeesian, learned a lot more. Then after the final season, he made it the business decision, which was a smart thing, make a business decision to go play. And remember, my friend, we don't have the old coordinator. We don't. Exactly. I believe in Tom Reese, but that's one thing I hope they can take away from what Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa left. They were great teammates to each other, regardless of what happened. And you see how it came back for Jalen Hurts by him not pouting, just putting in the work in the SEC championship against Georgia. What was he able to do? He was able to come back and win us the game because his number was caught again because Tua injury. So this is what I want the quarterbacks to do. Compete to get better and be the best teammates to each other. Be the best, be each other best friends, help each other through the situation, regardless of who wins this job. Compete against each other. Not compete, but compete to get better. Like, be there for each other. And that's what I'm saying. But go back to what you're saying, Bobby. Exactly. We have new coordinators, and I am excited about those guys. I like what Tommy Reese does. A lot of people, they go back, oh, you got Reese's Pieces. You got an infant for a coach. Listen, bro, you got to know what he's trying to do. And in Notre Dame, excited to see how we use the tight ends. Exactly. I know how Notre Dame, exactly. And Notre Dame produced good tight ends. Like, even before Tommy Reese, they were producing good tight ends, man. And we've been hearing a lot of good things about tight ends, man. Like, they say Danny Lewis is stepped up big time. They say, hey, that clip we seen last week after the scrimmage when Caleb Downs was blocking, deflecting the pass, that was Martin Black. But what I noticed from it was in the red zone. So expect a Martin Black to get used a lot in his red zone situations. CJ Dupree. Hey, that dude's a big athlete. If you remember that Ohio State game when he played against Maryland, when they played against Ohio State, he big guy and he hurdled somebody. Robbie Ooze, we know what he can do. He gonna be that 12 personnel gonna look nasty with Robbie Ooze and goddamn CJ Dupree. What time is that live stream tonight? It's gonna be at 8 o'clock, Bobby. It's gonna be at 8 o'clock. It's gonna be at 8 o'clock. So I already have it linked on my page. You can go up under my lives or whatever, but you can click it, whatever, and you can click the notify me button. So when we go live, it'll come to your phone and let you know that we're going live. But tonight we actually have a Tennessee fan on tonight. And we're gonna talk Tennessee football because if y'all know me, I like to talk football. Love my Alabama football, but I like to get other fan bases perspective on their team and what they think about their team. So we're gonna talk about basically the spring game that just passed, and the topic is can Tennessee beat Alabama 2 years in a row, and can they beat Georgia in Neyland Stadium? You want to know my answer to that? No. I don't think they can beat Alabama 2 years in a row. I don't know about what they're going to do to Georgia, but I'm focused on my Alabama Crimson Tide, and I don't think they can beat us 2 years in a row. Honestly, in my opinion, I think last year, I ain't going to call it luck. I'm going to say luck, but I think they're still trending upwards. I think Tennessee is trending upwards, but I think that was a lucky shot last year. A lot of things went wrong for us. We were so undisciplined in that game. We made no adjustments up under Pete Golden. One of the times down the stretch, we hit Jameer Gibbs across the middle, and Jameer Gibbs dropped that pass that I still think that pass would have changed the trajectory of the game. But, it's in the past, whatever. But, no, I don't think they can beat us 2 years in a row. They're 1 for 15. Like I told Tennessee fans before, 1 for 15 in baseball, that means you sucked for the day. You're not in the Hall of Fame off of 1 and 15. You're not in the Hall of Fame. You know what? I had a Tennessee fan tell me, because I told them, I said, man, y'all talking so much crap right now. Like, y'all talking like, are we going to go after a safety in the portal? Blake, because they thought I was talking about Tennessee. Blake, that was my interest. That was one of the questions that I have. Are we going to go after somebody in a secondary period? Because with Traquan Fagans and Jacquez Robinson leave, that's hurting our depth in the secondary. So I wonder the same thing. Will we? I don't know, but it seems like that'd be one of the things to do to go in the portal for somebody in the secondary, because we have young guys, but the thing is we still need depth at the position, and those two hurt our depth. That hurt our depth a little bit, and I don't think we was too deep anyway. But we got guys, but they're young guys. And do you think we will go into the portal for another defensive lineman? Because we got guys, but the young guys, but we kind of lack depth there a little bit as well too. Hey, 7 in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for so much. Like I said, I'm on my lunch break right now. Just trying to get me a little work in before the night's lives. Get me a live in right now, by myself. So appreciate y'all for coming in. But what I was telling Tennessee fans back, what I was saying, I said they saw me. So like in 2008, after the 2008 season, we didn't stop y'all from thinking that y'all was gonna win the national championship the next year. I said the difference between that 2018 versus y'all team last year, I said we went undefeated and we lost to Tim Tebow and the Florida Gators that season in the SEC championship. I said the thing about y'all, after y'all beat us, I mean, y'all had a good season, but you lost to Georgia, you lost to South Carolina. Like, y'all had some L's too. So I said that's the reason why we were so confident, because we went undefeated for the season and lost to a great Florida team in the SEC championship. That's why we had all the confidence in the world that 2009 we can run it, we can win the championship. We will see, but either way, we will be champions. I think so. Like I try to tell people that year, people people talk about one loss. I be like, they talk about Hugh Freeze. I said, well, one of them years Hugh Freeze beat us. We won the national championship. Y'all forget about that. So yes, no matter how, either way how the season goes, I will agree. I am a big football fan for Bama. Yes, sir. Bama all day, baby. Bama all day. Bama all day. Bama all day. But Blake, go back to will we go to the transfer portal for a safety? I wonder will we go to the transfer portal for a safety or a cornerback? Somebody in that secondary. I have that question too. I will look into it though. I will look into it. But you know, Saban likes to hold things real close to him, like, and that's a smart strategy for a coach. You don't need to let everybody know the hand that you're playing. You don't need to let everybody know that. And my other question to y'all is, let me know in the chat, how many more people do you think will hit the transfer portal? How many more people do you think will hit the transfer portal? But what people doesn't realize Saban will go very often, lose 2 games. Exactly, Bobby. That's what I try to tell people. You know, people have said this before in the past, that history repeats itself. This is not something I make up. People always say history repeats itself. Listen, Saban doesn't go 3 years without winning the national championship. If history repeats itself, Saban does not go 3 years without winning the national championship. That's all I'm saying. And you know, all those comments was made by David Pollack. It's a lot of stuff that was said this offseason. It's a lot of talkers. It's a lot of naysayers. And not sure, but we know it was coming. Unfortunately, yeah, facts. Yeah, but you know, it's a lot of people, and I think it's one of those things. Saban is taking that mental note. Been a Bama fan since the 60s. Been through it all. I got been a family man since the 60s. Been through it all. Think some more. Yeah, facts, man. So facts. Like I remember when I think it was 93. We went in 93. I was born in 89. But the 92 championship game against Miami, the play I remember from that game is because my whole family is an Alabama fan. The play I remember from that game is George T catching up to the dude and taking the ball. And the reason why I remember it because it's blurry, but my house erupted. My brother and my dad went crazy when that play happened. So it's a play I remember for a long time. It's blurry, but I remember it. But I remember when we got hit with the penalties, when we was on violation, we went through it, bro. We went through it. You know, we had some good teams still, though. After the end, we had some teams that should have been on national championship teams between them years too. But you know, the way things gonna go, it is what it is. I was born in the 1970. I remember Paul Bear Bryant. Yes, sir, Paul Bear Bryant. Man, I wish I could have been alive during the time the witness it, man. It was a lot of dudes. Copeland and Curry. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna tell you what I have planned. Me and Matt Caddell, you know, former Alabama wide receiver Matt Caddell. Next Saturday, we're supposed to put together a all Alabama team. Basically, we're gonna go through and we're gonna put the greatest Alabama team of all time together next Saturday. It's gonna be so exciting. Like, no, we don't know who the quarterback is gonna be. We don't know who the D line is, but Blake, when you put Copeland and Curry up there, that made me think of it because those dudes were different at the end. Man, those dudes were so different at that time, man. Like, I go back and watch games from that season now just to watch those two. Like, those dudes were some head busters. Man. And go back to you, Bobby. Derek Thomas, you had Jeremiah Castillo. Man, you had some dudes from that time, man. Like, oh my God, Alabama has produced some dudes in history. And that's why I tell people, like, Georgia does well. They're doing well right now, but that's why they say you come to Alabama where legends are made. Because if you just go through our history, not just Saban era, but the history of Alabama, it is some amazing things that happened, some amazing players that came through. Like, that's why they say you come to Alabama where legends are made. If you want to leave a legacy, you can leave it out all on the field. And some of these guys, the Florida game in '92 was a good one. Yes, sir. And Tony, yes, sir. What with the interceptions to seal it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking of Florida back in the days, shout out to that dude Spurrier, man. Spurrier, hey. And I don't feel like we talk about him enough. Spurrier was a great coach, man. Spurrier he did this thing, man. Remember when he went to South Carolina? He actually had South Carolina running that thing though. He actually had South Carolina doing well. But back to my guys, Bama SEC championship game, yes sir. Hey, do y'all remember that game when we lost to Michigan with Derrick Henry? I mean, not Derrick Henry. I said Derrick Henry, but Sean Alexander. I remember watching that game as a little one. I remember that night. I was in elementary school. We was outside playing, and we came and I started watching the game. And hey, Sean Alexander was serving them guys up, but I didn't even know nothing about Tom Brady until years later that he was on that team. But I remember watching that game. Yes, sir. He was a beast on offense. Yes, sir. Man, we have some dudes. But yeah, next Saturday, I'm excited about that one with McAdale. Garcia got us that year. Yes, he did. I'm like, God dang, Garcia. I didn't think Steve Spurrier was going to do nothing with I didn't think he was going to do nothing with South Carolina for real. But hey, to show you a good coach can change the program. Hey, so let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all think South Carolina going to be sneaky in that Georgia game? Me personally, a lot of people think I'm crazy because they say Georgia is not the same team in 2019. But that Georgia team actually came off a national championship, lost to Alabama with a second-year Jay Fromm. They didn't think they was going to lose in Athens to South Carolina then. I think this year Spencer Rattler going to be sneaky good. I think Spencer Rattler could be the quarterback that we all thought he can be coming out of high school. Not saying that they will be South Carolina. South Carolina will beat them, but I think it's a game that's under the radar that people are not thinking that can happen. Best chance to get to the NFL is coming. Toughening, yeah. And the reason why I agree with you, Chad, is toughening. Best chance of the NFL is toughening at Alabama because, you look back at Robert Foster. Robert Foster was before Calvin Ridley. He got hurt. Robert Foster was supposed to be the dude, but when Calvin Ridley took over, it really was no looking back. It really was no looking back. Calvin Ridley we all know what Calvin Ridley was, but Robert Foster stuck it out. And he still was getting snaps. He still was in the wide receiver, but he wasn't the main dude. He got to the NFL. But my main guy I like to talk about when you say that is Cam Sims. Cam Sims, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, all them guys, they came after him. And when they came in, Cam Sims wasn't getting no looks. Cam Sims didn't even play like that. But guess what? He stuck it out of Alabama. He didn't transfer. He stuck it out. And guess what? He still made it to the NFL as an undrafted free agent. And right now, he's playing for the Washington Commanders right now. And I don't know how many games he even played in. I know he played a lot of mop-up duty, but he stuck it out is what I'm getting at. And best chance to get to the NFL is tougher than Alabama. I agree. You might be right, Saban Jr. I mean, This is just my take. This is the way I look at it, because if you look at South Carolina, the way they was trending the last part of the season after the Tennessee game, they were playing good football. I know they lost their ball game, but they playing good football. And I'm gonna tell you about them players. I know a lot of people say, they lost their best tight end and their best, I forgot what they said, running back, somebody. But the guys already that said the program right now, they believe in Shane Beamer. They believe in Shane Beamer. And that's a good recipe for a win when your team believes in you. And the example I'm going to use for is Kansas. Think about Kansas over there. Kansas is Jayhawks. They are known for basketball. And that football program the last 2 years has been trending upwards. You know why? Because my cousin is the running back coach for that program. And I talked to him about it. He said one thing them kids have on their side that they didn't have in high school and doing their recruitment, he said nobody believed in them. He said, but we believe in them kids at Kansas. And when you believe in them kids will do amazing things for you. He said, but now it's not just us believing in them at Kansas. They believe in themselves at Kansas. And remember they 1 year Kansas beats our Sarkeesian in Texas. They didn't beat them last year, but they had a good season last year for Kansas football. They went bowling. They played in the ball game, and I think they beat Arkansas. Or took them over. Yeah, I think they beat Arkansas. So, you know, that's what I mean by South Carolina. Like, them players believe in Shane Beamer, and Shane Beamer believe in them, and they can be an ugly recipe for a win. Think it will be a good game. Just South Carolina has to play a good defense game. That is facts, bro. That is facts. That is facts. And I can tell off of that spring game we seen, Carson Beck is the clear-cut starter. But after what I seen, if Carson Beck gets hurt this season, oh my God, Georgia's going to be in trouble. But go back to what I always say. There's a lot of time for development for the other quarterbacks as well, and Carson Beck as well. So, that doesn't really mean nothing as well. So, but after what I seen Saturday, Carson Beck is easy QB1. And I'm going to say this about our quarterback situation. Fans, Alabama fans, regardless of what we see Saturday, it's plenty of time for development. It's still plenty of time for development. Whoever does well, I still don't think Saban has made a decision. I still don't think he will make a decision. Honestly, I can see this quarterback battle playing out like AJ McCarron and Phillip Sims. Remember that thing went to the wire. LSU would have lost to Arkansas if they of the starting quarterback. Hey, that's facts. That's facts. But I see this quarterback battle playing out like AJ McCarron and Phillip Sims. I don't think it'll go like 2 games, because our second game is Texas, and we do need to have a clear-cut starter before Texas. But that first game, I think that'll tell you a lot. Like the development after the spring game through the fall to the first game, at the end of the first game, I think we should have a clear-cut starter by then. But go back to what you were saying, Blake, about LSU. LSU is another team that, they hyping up and praising a lot. LSU, I think, going to be good, going to continue to trend upwards. But they beat us. And, when teams beat us, it's the Super Bowl. It's the end of Alabama, and they won the Super Bowl. But people forget that LSU lost 4 games. We had a sucky defensive scheme. We had a sucky defensive coordinator that didn't know how to adjust. Like, this what got us beat. Yes, I wish we can take that interception away. There are not two, but that Bryce threw it in the beginning. I wish we can take it away, but hey, we can't. But I'm not sipping the LSU Kool-Aid just yet. But now, don't get me wrong, they got some young studs. They're like 2 freshmen started last year. There were some studs. LSU is going to be good. Matter of fact, are y'all familiar with Mr. Dugas from YouTube? He's an LSU fan, Atlanta Braves fan, Miami Heat fan, Philadelphia Eagles fan. Yes, our DC lost our 2 games. Facts. But Mr. Dugas, we're gonna have him on May 4th. We're going to have him on May 4th, and we're going to talk LSU football. And I have another guy that I know that knows LSU football to the T, Mr. Don Fox. So he'll be on with Mr. Dugas. It'll be Mr. Dugas and Don Fox. Dugas on YouTube. He's on you. Go subscribe to his channel as well. He talk LSU football. He hates Alabama football, so this is going to be interesting. But, yes, I agree. Our DC lost us 2 games, man, because – it's one of those things that I'm going to ask y'all this question before I say what I'm about to say. Is if we had to choose one quarter, if one had to stay, Bill O'Brien or P. Golden, who would y'all pick? And recruiting can't be part of the equation. And the reason why I say recruiting can't be part of the equation of a person staying, because who again, Pete Golding or Bill O'Brien? If one of those had to stay, who would you keep? And people told me Pete Golding because of recruiting. And the reason why I say recruiting got to be part of the process, because yes, he recruits some top-notch dudes, but what's recruiting top-notch dudes if you're not putting them in the best situation? If you're not developing O'Brien. And the reason why I said O'Brien too is because people say that it was more the athletes that did it on offense, but I said this too, where the athletes couldn't get it done on defense. And I look at these 2 games, Tennessee game. Think about it. We was in the game, but when Tennessee had that ball last before they kicked the field goal, they took 2 big plays in less than 7 seconds to get in field goal range. And I'm not even including the 5 touchdown catches by Jalen Hyde, the 6 catches, 5 touchdowns by Jalen Hyde. I'm not even including that. I'm talking about the 2 plays in less than 7 seconds to get in field goal range to win the game. That is highly unacceptable. Then we get the LSU game. You know Jaden Daniels is not a spot-on passer. You know he likes to run the ball. You don't put a spy in the box, then what happens? We are going to overtime. Whatever the play in the end of the game when he ran the touchdown in for the when he first came out of the huddle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't calculate it all right now, but still no spy on the quarterback. First play, he took it to the end zone. No spy on the quarterback. So let's go even further. The reason why I say I will get rid of Pete Golden over Bill O'Brien. Let's go to Auburn game. We beat the brakes off Auburn, but Robbie Ashford had over 100 rushing yards. Pete Golden did not learn from playing against a running quarterback to put a spy, and we know Robbie Ashford is not a passer. And he ran for over 100 yards because you did not put a spy on him. O'Brien, because he got a bad rap when they forced the offense. Yeah, the quarterback only. Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying. But the reason why I say I would have kept O'Brien is because we still average 40 points a game. And that's the only reason why I say I believe me, I'm an offensive guy. I hated O'Brien because he could not scheme around the talent that he has. Now, I'm going to say we didn't have that was crazy, but yes, that was crazy. Yes, he was a good runner, but you don't learn your lesson to put a spy on him after the LSU game. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But Bill O'Brien, I'm an offensive guy. I love offense. If I coach football, I'll be an offensive coordinator. I'll be an offensive line coach, probably move up to offensive coordinator or something like that. But he did not scheme around the talent he had. He schemed around Bryce, but when you're offensive coordinator, it's not just scheming around one person. It's scheming around a team. And No, our wide receivers were not like the wide receivers in the past, but you got to find a way to use them to your advantage of your offense. You can't be stubborn and stick to only what you want to do. So therefore, Bryce was running around crazy trying to escape plays and stuff. And only way he was hitting wide receivers down the field was because he had improvised. The play broke down after so long. Now, of course, it's hard to guard wide receivers for a long time. So yes, after a play breaks down, yes, you hit people in the end zone, but initially he didn't scheme around the personnel he had around him. We didn't see any jet sweeps, man. We hardly seen any passes out of the backfield to the running backs. Man, it was a lot of stuff that you could have done to get the athletes in the ball, get that ball in the athletes' hands. There's a lot of stuff that you could have done as an OC. Because as an OC, that's your job to find a mismatch, to scheme. If it wasn't for Young, it would have been bad with O'Brien. Facts. If it was not for Young, it would have been horrible with O'Brien. And don't get me wrong, I want O'Brien gone too. I just thought about at one point that if we had to keep one, who would we keep? But I'm gonna tell you another thing I thought about. I lost it. I lost it. Yeah, but man, yes. Hopefully I can think of it. Yes, I can't think of it. It was a good topic too. But yeah, man. I went well over my lunch break. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm about to end this live. Thank y'all for tuning in for this. Hey, lunch break live. This is what I'm gonna call this, lunch break live. I'm gonna try to do some more of these lunch break lives. Yes, sir. That's a good title, right? Lunch break live. That's good, right? eight of y'all came away. It got a 10, 11, or 12 at one point, but eight in right now, 6 in right now. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to end this live. Roll Tide. Hey, look out for the show tonight. We will be talking to a Tennessee Volunteer fan. Hey, thank you, Todd. Thank you. We'll be talking to a Tennessee Volunteer fan, and we'll be getting his thoughts on their schedule or whatever, and we'll talk about whatever went on through that season last season, and we'll be doing that schedule preview as well. Thank you, Bobby. Yes, we could have made yes. Exactly, Blake. Exactly. But guys, I'm about to go. Thank y'all for tuning in. I gotta get back to work and roll tide, baby. I love y'all.